something that you live or experience.
Alrighty, how's it going? What's up? We're gonna play Mystery of the Malign. It's a little game that I found recently. It came out pretty recently, I think. But yeah, it looks fun. It looks good. I'm excited to play it. It looks like it'll be a good old-fashioned video game, which is all you can really ask for. Yeah. I might have to clean my glasses here. Let me open this up. Yo, what's up, Jake? How you doing? What's up? This looks like it's gonna be a good game. That's all I gotta say. I'm excited for it. I hope it's good. I hope it looks exactly how I think it's gonna look. Oh, hell yeah. This is... Yep, that's what I wanted immediately. Yes, perfect. Beautiful stuff. Stressed out the wazoo. Well, I hope you feel better. I totally understand. Oh, the text is way too small. This text is a little small. I'll be honest. This looks good though. I think I'm good with it. How loud is this? Let's do that. Pixelated and massive. I do love an exit button just on the screen. There's no console. I think we're just clicking begin, and then we're just gonna click on the number 6. Name this investigation. Is that my name, or is that the investigation name? The case of the... That's as far as I can go. The case of the... There's no more spots. I'm actually completely okay with that. Make it all caps. The case of the... Tacot? By the way, I changed. I've been seeing I've been looking at my VODs on YouTube. Oh, the case of the... I see. I've been looking at my VODs on YouTube, and they look like shit because I usually stream at 864p on Twitch, and then YouTube doesn't support that resolution, so it gets downscaled down even further to 720p, and so all of the VODs look fuzzy as hell and just bad. So I'm streaming at 1080p tonight to see if it has a decent effect. I've always been scared of streaming at 1080p because technically you can't get lossless quality at 1080p at the maximum bitrate that Twitch allows you to stream at 60 FPS. So we'll see how it looks. This game is not going to be something that really struggles with it, I think, but, you know, it's mostly my internet as well. My internet's been better since I changed my PC, but, you know, I'm already seeing 231 dropped frames, so we'll see. But I also have a storm going on, so it's impossible to really even know if it's my fault or if it's the storm outside or what. So I digress. The case of the. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Just bang. just loud noise. With paragraph. Welcome to Mystery of the Malign, the detective game that puts the investigation in your hands. The focus here is placed on collecting information, forming theories, and piecing together a large-scale narrative context. Although there is the option to attach notes in-game, the use of physical pen and paper is still recommended to keep track of general thoughts and observations. Take your time. This is a game that rewards patience and contemplation. All right, noted. This investigation begins with the account of an inexplicable instance of public hysteria. Aren't all instances of public hysteria inexplicable? Isn't that the point of public hysteria? I'm just saying when hysteria breaks out, it's usually because one guy freaked out and then everybody else freaked out because of that one guy. That's what makes it public hysteria. It could be nothing, or it could be all that is needed to keep the mind chewing for a while. You had some alcohol? Yo, what's up, your mom? How you doing? People were crazy in 2021. That just kind of made sense. When was January 6th again? Was that 2021? Pay attention. Details matter. Alright, beast moded. Begin. Ooh, the creaking of multiple... Oh, fuck yes. Everything I've ever wanted and more. Oh. Hold on. Let me set this down. Hey, man. Christopher, doesn't this whole thing seem a little too straightforward? Since when is that a problem? Hey, just seems she's a little too easy to track down. I don't want to find myself lured into another secret gang war or some honeypot death trap. What, you think someone's trying to deceive us? And you don't? Well, that's just fantastic. And here I was, counting on your sense of self-preservation. It's always a possibility. But have you got a single reasonable cause for this suspicion of yours, David? These two are gay lovers. Just a hunch, then. Someone's always waiting to fuck you over. Oh, pretty racy language for a game from 2003. You just don't know it yet. You've been wrong before. And it only takes one right guess to save both our lives. If I'm right, you owe me a beer. I'll make sure to forget that. You? Ha, that'll be a first. Gossip investigation. Okay, I gotta move my camera. Hold on. You're gonna want to see this. Let's go higher or lower? Let's go, I'm always scared to put myself in the bottom corner, but you know what, we'll just put myself in the bottom corner for now, and I'll just make myself a little bit bigger, and then that'll fill up the gap. Gossip. You know something? This town isn't close to half as criminal as I expected. Bridgeboro. A major city of moderate size in the interior of Langham. It is situated along the Adele River. Adele River. I'm gonna go with Adele. Adele? Adele? It is known primarily for its historical sites and furniture industry. Okay. It's nowhere near as big as Truark, or dense, or corrupt. Truark is the most populous city in the interior of Vanderwell and on the western Isuilanian coastline. TrueArk is an international hub for finance, culture, commerce, industry, and most infamously, crime. It's also my hometown. My being Christopher. Got it. Were you hoping there would be trouble? It's a little too still to not be suspicious. I like danger where I can see it. Are we done here? 10 Libs says she's not home. Libs are going to be the currency. It's gotta be Liber. The Liber is the official centrally issued currency of the Isuilanian Sovereign and one of the 4 prime currencies of the international monetary apparatus. The purchasing power of 1 Liber is 2.1 loaves of bread. Holy shit. I feel like, how much is bread nowadays? Liebs? It could be Liebs. I want to see what we can find out from her. If it's just a false alarm, we're dropping it. Alright, and we're talking about Shelley Clarkson. How are you so sure about this? You hear one incident report and you immediately jump on it like it's selling out. I'm not sure about anything. That's why we're here. Look at this. Look at it like this. If it's something we've seen before, then the case is over in 5 minutes. No time wasted. And if it's not, then you and I both have something exciting to look forward to. Figured out a way in yet? Should be no problem. Imagine she's not home. Would that be so bad? Alright. I see a rock. Roland, you're a damn bastard. Stop hanging your socks out on the... Alright. It's time to start writing things down. We will be taking notes internally with the Steam note-taking functionality. Note outside Shelley's apartment. Roland, you're a damn bastard. Stop hanging your socks out on the... And then it's scratched out. Boom. It's like, it looks like Britain to some extent. I also don't know what year it is, but, oh, sick right-click functionality. Check out the radio in that thing. Oh, baby. Oh, on the windowsill. Identified. Yeah, so Roland's is hanging out their socks on the windowsill. I know. Call back the guy. The new mailboxes are all messed up, and only Cherney is in the right place. I'm hoping you can get this sorted within the next week. Within the week, before some mix-up with the mail happens. That's Clarkson, Cherney, Rollins, and Wilkes. A number 1 is written on it. And now I am here to, is there, okay, how to play. Controls. Toggle lighter. O is the case, is the field studies? Okay, I don't have any of that. I need to come over here and figure out, hey, what are we thinking? Clarkson, thank you. Nothing, later. Great noise. New mailboxes will be here on 29/10. That's October 29th. And a reminder that I'm still waiting for Roland's share of the payment. Another inspection for mold and the bugs coming up on 12/11. That's November 12th. They're going to be needing access to 1 apartment on each floor, so it will be Shelley and Cherney this time. Shelley is on the 1st floor. Roland's is on the 2nd floor. We already knew that. Mostly because we knew that Roland's put the socks on the windowsill, which means that Shelley's on the 1st floor and Cherney is the only one in the right place. Cherney Cherney's the only one in the right place? It seems like Clarkson's in the right place too then, no? Old. Cherney is on the... How is that possible? How is that possible? If Rollins is there, what was her last name? Clarkson? Shelley Clarkson? Cherney. If she's on the first floor, according to this, because Rollins is the one putting the socks on the second floor, so... Oh wait, one apartment on each floor. Oh, my mistake. No, she's on the second floor on the left. She's on the left side of the second floor. Whoa, okay, hello. Solutions. The answer slots need to be filled with the correct inputs in order to be solved. Individual answers may be clear to you even if you are still missing key information or the case pieces need to be filled out of the section. So I believe that is Shelley Clarkson. We know that that's Rollins. We know that this is Cherney. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. We know that Wilkes is number 1. We know that 2C, yeah, okay, so then we know that this is Wilkes. Correct? I mean, wait, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I see, I've made a mistake. The arrangement of the apartment is now clear, and it appears that apartment 3 is the one where Shelley currently resides. It's time to get to work. Hey man, what are we thinking? We already talked about this. Okay. Alright. I will go now. I will go inside. Oh. Let me ring the door. Yes? Afternoon, Miss Clarkson. A friend of yours sent us to help with your problem. Can you buzz us in? Oh. Wait, hang on. Thank you. Oh, hell yeah. It's not too dark to see. I just lit the... Is there a light in here? Watching him come in is gonna freak me the fuck out. Hey man. Look at him go. Oh, hell yes. He is such a man. It kind of reminds me that that old, you remember the old Watson always follows you bit from one of those old Sherlock Holmes games, where Watson did not have a walking animation, so they programmed him that every time you turned around, he would directly spawn behind you. So every time you went somewhere, you would turn around and he'd be directly behind you, and it would freak you out. But you could like do like the like don't blink thing from Doctor Who, where you could keep him in your peripheral as long as you could, and then turn around and he'd be there, and it was good. Stop hanging your socks out on the window to dry. I can't open the windows anymore because of that smell. It's become unbearable. Okay, I can get rid of that note, by the way. I do not need that. Good knocking noise. What is it? Is it Shelley Clarkson? Yes? No, wait. Just hold on a minute. Which friend sent you here exactly? I hate to start off on the wrong foot, miss, but the truth is we found you on our own. The thing is, we had to find you. I know of your incident. A problem we should be able to help you resolve. What do you want from me? We have reason to believe that you could still be in danger. In fact, it's fortunate for all of us, no one else has made their way here already. Why should I even listen to all this? Because you're going to have much bigger problems than us if we don't get this taken care of. You must have some mistake. There's no proof, and no one even remembers me. I just need a few days here and it'll be like it never happened. Just leave. Leave. You have no proof, just go away. Oh, allow me to use I. The item menu allows you to inspect your currently held items. To select an item for the purpose of using it on points of interest in the world, click on it again after it has been selected. We have an article clipping, public freakout in Greenwich. An unpleasant situation has been reported which took place last evening at/around Penrose Side, specifically by the local museum. The occurrence seems to be the result of an emotionally insecure woman accidentally being locked inside the museum grounds after closing hours. She reportedly ran away screaming. Eyewitnesses refused to provide details, but one local resident has identified the woman as one Shelley Clarkson. This, of course, is only one of many such cases. And once again, brings attention to the ineffectiveness of our education. Sorry, many such cases just being shoved in there like that is just crazy to me. I got a pocket knife. Oh, this pocket knife originates from the dingy, sorry, I can't read. From a dingy, cramped corner shop on Lawrence Street. I carry this around to light my cigarettes, though not during an investigation. The need to smoke only seems to come around when the mind is idle. Alright. I have selected it. Aha! What? That's... oh. Hello. You're just chilling? What can you do? Wait, you're not from the police? If you even try, I can call them right now. No, you won't. If you had the slightest trust they could help, you would have called already. And you wouldn't have opened that door. You know what they do with individuals like you. Hey, we might have saved your life just now. You don't know what sort of loons are out there looking for you. We don't know either. It's why we'll need your assistance. And if you're looking to kill me and throw me in some ditch, if you wanted you dead, you would be already. You're an easy target. You realize that? We're not here to hurt you if what Christopher's saying isn't getting that across by any chance. And what is it that you do exactly? We don't want to bore you with the specificities of our line of work, Miss Clarkson. Or scare you half to death, much more likely. Now, can you tell us what happened? In your own words. I understand you must have been at the Goddard Public Museum. Museum? Yes, at the museum. It was dark. I was jumped, attacked. You could have killed me. But I don't understand. I can't understand what... It just doesn't make sense. I'm not even sure what happened. He came out of nowhere, and then he was gone. He was gonna kill me. Can't you understand? Alright, just take it easy. You can use the time to collect your thoughts on our way to the museum. Wait, no. We do have to get going. The earlier we start, the better. No, I'm staying right here. It's too much outside. Usually I'd agree, but whoever came after you might already know your whereabouts. Right now, the last thing you want to find out is what would happen if you were to be left here alone. You're coming with us. You're safer in public than you are anywhere all alone. Someone coming for me? It's possible. This is just a precaution. I'll be waiting downstairs with the car. Just let's get going. Alright, it's time for me to snoop. Cooking books, travel guides, and drama novellas. Based on their condition, they don't appear to have been read much. Alright. Stocked enough for just one person, nothing of interest. An old soundscape. It's been moved around a lot and carelessly. This guy is such a judgmental guy. He is blood on the floor. Can I crouch in this game? No. Dry flower petals. Hold on, those actually might be important. I will screenshot it. No coats on the wall. An expensive looking Wainwright TV set. No Vizio system. I'm gonna assume you know, it's a show of good writing and like world building when I actually don't know if that's supposed to be video or Vizio. I actually just have no idea. It could be just a typo, just oopsie, or it could be that Vizio is this newfangled thing that only exists in the world of La Lunian, Sui La Lulian, you know, like the fucking country they're in. Case notebook. The case notebook is your main tool in keeping track and solving the pieces of the case. It's split into 3 main parts: overview, case scene log, and the case pieces log. The case pieces log is where you'll find all the persons, locations, and other clues encountered during the investigation. Use the filter options to narrow down. Dude, this is so fucking sick. Like, already, like, I'm just so... The last time I felt like this was, like instantly was probably Oberdin, right? Like, you just get... What? Who the sorry. we are in an upside down world where they use Roman numerals and Arabic numbers in the same year. What's going on here? Is that the 6th of November 2184? Is that what that's supposed to be? What a crazy way to do it. They gotta not. Oh boy. All right. Well, let's talk to the woman. Oh. So, any gossip? Is this some sick joke? Are you helping me or not? All right. Right now, the last thing you want to find out is what would happen if you would be left alone. You're coming with us. Okay. Let's talk about. That's where I live. Yes. All right. Let's talk about you. I don't see why it had to be me. What about your relations? What about them? Do you have any family in Bridgeboro, Miss Clarkson? Bridgeboro, of course, is the major city of moderate size in the Interior. Can we just, Jamie, can we just look up how to say that word for me? Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This shit barely shows up. This is a second person plural present subjunctive. What are we talking about here, man? This is a second person plural present subjunctive of interior. Interior. Country. Interior meaning. This isn't a real word. I'm finding this out just now. This is not a real English word. Okay, so there's no way for me to know how to say it correctly. That's fine. They're from the city. I just don't want to talk about it. Do you work anywhere? Waitress. I called in sick. Good. We have got work to do. Anyone there you don't get along with? No, out of the question. And any particularly rocky acquaintances? I haven't done anything to anyone. I want this to be over. Likely story. Never mind. Then let's talk about, yeah, okay. That checks. Alright, well, let's get going then, Shoddy. Turn off the lights. It's time to get moving. Are you coming with? Alright. Holy shit. It's fucking peak, man. It's fucking sick. It's so sick. It's... Oh, man. Unknown. The intention of... Oh, wow. Okay. At the museum grounds, blank came upon Shelley Clarkson with the intention of blank. This was interrupted when Shelley Clarkson... I feel like I... Oh, no, this is unknown. Somebody else showed up. Okay, I understand. Heard a scream then, because we know that Shelley Clarkson screamed. Alright. Who was involved? Shelley Clarkson was at least one of them. Oh, this is how I take notes. Beautiful stuff. The incident reported in the newspaper led us to 311 Paradane Street, where we met Miss Shelley Clarkson. Shelley's erratic behavior and inability to fully account for what happened have strongly indicated that her troubles are unusual. Unusual enough to look into. Alright. Beautiful stuff. Let us get going. Keep with the times. There's got to be a light switch somewhere. Like, I should be able to click on that, no? Oh, wait. Okay, no. Okay, I realized what I'm doing wrong. We hit tab, or we hit I. We click on this twice, and then we click E right there, and now we can read this. Keep with the times. You could be missing something important. Be sure to tune into your news regularly. Beautiful stuff. It is just like the most gorgeous game of all time. Well, you got what you came for? I think we have something on our hands. It's enough to be worth the afternoon at least. Looks like we're heading for that museum. We'll pick up Em and Vigo on the way. You know something? This town isn't half as criminal as I expected. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, we've already. Let's talk about the Guarded Public Museum. Weird place for an accident like that. But is the location deliberate, or is it random? I always bet I'm deliberate. Yo, what's up, Vinny? Dude, this game, like, I'm already blown away. Like, it's got good writing already. It's got good world building. Nothing is real is the thing. They're talking about, look, hang on, let me ask him about the gossip again. Like, you get like this little highlight right here, and you click on this, and you go, oh yeah, Bridgeboro. This is a major city of moderate size in the interior of Langholm. Oh, cool, man. What the hell's an interior? I look it up. It's not a real word. It's a second person, past, present, subjunctive of a word that means to dig. It's awesome. It's so sick. Or Truark, the most populous city in the interior of Vanderwell and on the western Isulianian... Hang on, I gotta write that one down. I'm not gonna remember that. Isuilanian. Isuilanian. So that's Isuilan. Isuilan, right? Isuilan. Sulanian. It could be Asulia. It's Asulia is the continent. Truark is the most populous city. Truark. Probably the capital, right? No, it just says it's the most populous. Western Asulia. And then Bridgeborough, spelled in the crazy way. I feel like it should be spelled Bridgeborough, and then you would say it Bridgeborough, like every other place in a fake Britain. But what do I know? This is Bridgeborough is major city of moderate size in Langham. Interior must be like possession of, I would say. Situated along the Adelie River. All right. Thank you. Allow us to go. God, this is so good. It's so good, man. It could be their word for district, yeah. So, hello, MLA. Amile? Amelie? I mean, I know it's just Emily, but like... Amelie? I think it was aliens. She looks like... I was gonna say Laura Dern, but I mean Laura Palmer. Does she not? She has the... She's got the facial structure of Laura Palmer right there. Am I crazy? You think it was aliens? I think we don't know absolutely anything to draw conclusions yet. Right. I think I'll think about it some more. It doesn't feel right being here. For now, I need you to point us to the scene of the circumstance. It was down the path somewhere, beside the big paved area. A man, someone, jumped me. I could have been killed. I'm not going back there again. This park is too much for my nerves. Hey lady, no need to get so worked up. It could be a nice alien for all we know. What? Just stick with my wife for now. I'll come find you when we have questions. Oh, he's not gay? Okay. And try not to take her too literally, for your nerve's sake. Alright, so let me open up the assault, what took place. Okay. Well, we know that somebody... Well, we don't know, I guess, is the issue. We don't know what they were gonna do, but we know that somebody appeared. Hi, doggy. Oh, it's Vigo. What's up, Vigo? Museum, huh? I sure hope you're not planning on loading up another one of your big finds in the Oceanic. The trunk's still got that smell from last time. Besides, you've already got it cluttered up with all those necessities of yours. Are you growing a fungus farm in there? I might dumpster all of it if I see a box twitching. Don't start this nonsense with the truck again. Dude, don't touch my fucking stuff in the trunk, man. We're traveling lighter than usual, and you can never tell what ends up being useful. Oh, come on, it's just a joke. Gossip. Oh, okay, same thing as always. My fault, my fault, my fault. Investigation. I prefer if you scope out this place quickly so we can get back to our other, more important work. That's pending anyway. Do you have anything better to do in the meantime? And you think fishing around some stillborn crime scene for scraps beats idling? Honestly, I'd hope for at least a murder investigation. How about you go tell that to Miss Clarkson? Hey, don't tempt me. Event of the night. Someone around the museum has to know something. Let's not state facts before anything's confirmed. What if no one involved has any ties to the museum? Hopefully someone does. I wouldn't take Shelley's word at face value if I can help it. Okay. We are going to turn it up a little bit. It's a little quiet because there's like barely any music. And And now we are going to hunt around before I go talk to my wife. Oh man, there's like fog in the background too. Oh, that looks so good, man. No sign of a keyhole. All right. The fog in the background's really good. Lead canisters. It remains to be seen if we'll need any. You never know when a vial or two might come in handy. You've acquired an item, as indicated by the notifier icon. The item has been placed into your luggage. Thank you. Already have enough spare sample vials. A standard 20 milliliter plastic glass vial, a necessity for collecting samples. Nothing about this reminds you of anything particularly noteworthy. Alright, shit. Back in the car? I can. Ooh, check this out! Lost? Follow these simple steps. Don't panic. Losing a hold of your senses isn't helpful. Stay concentrated and take it slow. Think before you start running all around in all directions and lose track completely. Find your bearings. Take note of your surroundings. Have you familiarized yourself with the area? Keep your eyes open for landmarks, materials, and signs of potential danger. And dig deeper. We mole scouts know to think twice before we take a thing for granted. Don't stare at the surface. Always start digging. Those shiny red berries might be poisonous, while that crooked tree might make for a good shelter. Always bring the necessities when out in the unknown. I'm realizing that the Interior is probably about digging, because I believe that the... Hang on. If my memory serves me, Interior is to plant, to lay underground, to dig in, or to fill in. I believe it might be Italian. Or perhaps from... Yeah, I think it might be Italian English. So I'm probably butchering the language. But I see the metaphor there, you know? Because you're digging into the clues. The ARC reader scanner is getting a reading that's very slightly above the baseline. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's talk to my wife. You know, Chris, I'm suddenly feeling the Black Lighthouse and Cane Ripper in the same thought bubble. What an odd set. The Black Lighthouse, of course, a drama novel from the previous century written by E. Roberts. It is regarded as a classic by literary circles and the Department of Education alike. The story follows the generational struggles of a family inhabiting the only village in the vicinity of the titular lighthouse during the early 1500s. And the Cane Ripper is a widely known fictional character serving as the antagonist for the contemporary horror movie series Night of the Ripper. Okay. Is there some kind of common element that bridges the two? Well, the Black Lighthouse gets compared to Last Rites, which I watched eating the same kind of chips I ate when watching Saturday of the Sunset, where Dan Sefton stars, and he's also Cane Ripper. They feel connected, but they're not really, kinda. Isn't it funny how our brains does that sometimes? Riveting stuff, Em. Got anything on the murderer yet? There was no murder, and watch the alarmist language around Shelley. I don't know if I could say yet that there's any real threat here to be, at all, to be honest. Well, if there was some danger, Vigo would quickly sense something's wrong and tell us. You do know dogs can't do that? But I wouldn't do it for a dog that can tell the future. The lady tells me she got nearly skewered. It could be a lot of things. I don't have any confirmation she was targeted, but it's better to keep her safe than be sorry. I'll need to see if anyone else was here that night. Shelley's attacker. If I was sneaking up on someone in the night, I'd just whack her on the head. Much cleaner, I think. Alright, thank you, my lovely wife. I'll come back later when you seem more important. Well, we'll just write down killing her for now, and just, you know, What was that other part that I just saw? Hang on, sorry. Oh, no. Great noises in here, by the way. Alright. Brilliant. Ooh, that looks like it could be good. I want to go over there really fast. Oh, he seems like he's... Nope, alright. Where's this game so far? We are about 40 minutes in, and I'm having a great time. I have no idea how long it's going to be, but I'm already very, very intrigued. Oh, I caught some dry chalky residue that I genuinely, I'll be real, I did not notice that. That's awesome for me. The writing is good so far. I look forward to seeing where it goes. It's gonna be a nice slow-paced game, I think. Flowers here have been recently trampled. The tracks are unclear, but the foot size could not have been very large. So I know that that is from, that's from her running away. Meet me. Oop. Thank you. Meet me by the museum tonight after closing time. I'll be at the small plaza. Make sure you're not seen. I am eagerly awaiting. Shows nowhere from the elements. We will take that for now. And we will check out on the area of the scene and tied to time frame of alleged attack. Chalky residue, trampled flowers, and a secretive invitation. We assume. Let's just say yes to everything. Alright. We don't know yet for that stuff. Holy shit, you scared me. It's visibly dented in the middle. The hedge has been deformed. A rust mark is saturated and seeped into the concrete over a period of months or years. More chalky residue. These barrels have been moved. Yeah. I'm gonna bet that I can't open that. Yeah. Oh. Dried blood. Weeks old by the looks of it. Okay. So why would those barrels have been moved? Well, let's go talk to the gardener. Well, afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm looking into last night. About the big spectacle last night? You're the third or fourth bloke that's come by today. Right. Mind if you answer a few questions? I don't know if I should. That dog over there, yours? Yes. It's a decent tracker breed. My cousin's wife's brother has one like it. You got a name? Yeah, it's Vigo. Oh, after Vigo Spalding. A famous rock musician during his golden years, Viggo Spalding became deeply ingrained into Insuilanian popular culture, and by extension, the popular culture of numerous other world nations. No, it's from a movie. Underneath the Undertow, a nautical drama film from the 2150s, from the 2150s, which means it's like currently 2158, I think. So it's just from this era. It tells the story of three men, Roy Marlin, James Braden, and Captain Viggo Harford, as they attempt to survive adrift in the Primean Ocean following a shipwreck. Alright. Any issue if I look around? No. Unless you're having plans to ruin the greenery, that is. A lot of people been around the grounds today? Has the scene been interfered with or moved since the morning? Well, it's a public place. People come and go. I did sweep the paths this morning. Did you notice anything different from usual then? The earlier you were here, the better. Just a whole lot of dry flowers and leaves to sweep. Didn't like it any when I found the flowers trampled. From what I hear, there was a stabbing or something. Some lady got locked in here and she must have been banging on the gates something awful until someone came and unlocked them. Were you still here when that happened? Seems I missed it. I don't work that late. What time do you leave usually? Oh, no later than 8, really. Yesterday it must have been 7. It depends. I only heard when I came in this morning. Let's talk about the Shelley's attacker. Okay. And then let's talk about chalky residue. Oh, that's no good. Get that cleaned up. Can I ask what it is? Just garden work. It's my concern, not yours. Didn't see that there. Some stinking mole got killed, probably. Let's hope. That's your best guess. Well, then moles are a real menace. Could be a hedgehog, too. Nope, haven't seen it. Is it possible you could have missed it? How long would it have been there? I think I'd seen it on the path. Well, my eyes are still good. The note says after closing time. Is it possible that means someone from the museum must have made it? Someone with access? Could be. The museum and grounds close at different times. If it was after the museum closed, the grounds are open for another few hours. Let's talk about yourself. Why'd you need to know? Just routine questions. It's Marl. Is that a surname? Yeah. Alright. Oh, I can filter everything. Ooh, that's fun. Witnesses of the attack. I was off work. Some vagrant could have snuck in. That's happened at times. I don't know for sure which staff was here. There's a guard on duty, but I heard it from Mr. Strom this morning. We had a whole staff meeting. Strom? Yeah, he's the bloke that runs this place. You here last night? Don't know. Could be. What do you know about? First time I hear about that. How place it works, sir? Who has access to the property? Grounds are open to everyone during the day, unfortunately. Even that section on the other side of the building? That too. Not every week, though. Management decides. Okay. Alright, well, thank you for now. Let's get a nice look-see around. Dry flower petals. And... oh. Newspaper spotted. Bridgebrook Daily. Stanton tears at Wilkes over publication bill remark. Wait, Stanton tears at Wilkes. So Wilkes lives in the same apartment building as... okay, interesting stuff. Hold on. Wilkes lives in same apartment as Shelley Clarkson. Over the past week, Vanderwell Governor Fred Wilkes. I mean, that can't be right, right? Maybe a family member had faced some minor but determined criticisms over his statements last week regarding the currently discussed bill that is set to institute new regulations on the production and distribution of printed media. The short-lived public outrage had appeared to have all but subsided, I can't read, Jesus. Subsided until earlier this week on Tuesday when Langham-Terriot Representative Dale Stanton made Wilkes and his remarks the subject of heavy scrutiny at a press conference held in Ellis Sains Hotel Perennial. Last week's statement by Wilkes crossed into a multitude of areas of interest. While it is true that the bill's subject matter is guaranteed to be contentious ground for the government during the approval process, it is still unclear, somewhat recent. Wilkes' statements have been called out in the past for their constructive leanings, which appear uncharacteristic for his party allegiance. In this instance, however, Stanton regarded the position as borderline solidarist. So, Baudrillard, I cannot read these words. Provion has had enough. During a recent interview with the controversial but recently sought after Mr. Werner Baudrillard, we have been able to pick his thoughts on a few topics which have been the forefront of the public's curiosity since the artist and activist's earliest moments of unconventional stardom. The topic of newly established, Willard Co. drops Mayberry product line. Alright, that's everything they wanted me to read. Yeah, Willard Co. is dropping Mayberry. Come on, man. Like, we only get one nice thing a year. Okay. Well, let's go talk to my boyfriend. I'm imagining it's like a Three's Company situation now. Hey man, what are we thinking? Doesn't seem sure of half the things he's saying himself. I suppose someone working a job like that doesn't have to be sure of anything. Doesn't really strike me as the dangerous type. More of a pushover, really. I suppose someone working a job like that doesn't have to be sure of anything. It'd be really stupid to jump someone like that at the same place he works, but if anything's happened around the grounds, it follows he would know something about it. Yeah. I want to talk about Strom. I don't know everyone you know. Yeah, okay, my fault. Wide gate, but no solid tracks. Right. So somebody went through here. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, more chalk. Oh, no, that's cotton wool. My mistake. Field studies. Collection of research on obscure and unexplained matters. Very often when conventional knowledge fails you, it might be necessary to consult the studies for information that is impossible to find otherwise. Ooh. In some circumstances, these pages serve to provide a much-needed understanding of what you might or might not be dealing with. The binder contains... Sorry, I just saw him moving up there, and I was like, oh my god, the game doesn't pause. On a subject... Once a subject enters the pool of probable factors, it can be used as a solution input. Okay. Oh, baby. This is so sick. Oh my god, it just like, you see all of these words pop up over here, and you go, oh, it's not just a murder game. This is gonna get cool. Like, this, like, I already kind of felt like the X-Files stuff appearing a little bit, but like, seeing it just straight up is just like, yes, dude, fuck yes. That's what I want. I want this to go like X-Files mode, you know? Like, anomaly identifiers. Okay, let's Let's just read this off the rip, just get it out of the way. We can come back later. Identifying unnatural activity. As previously covered, reliable methods of universally detecting and identifying all categories of elusive and anomalous subjects and phenomena have not been established at this time. Below are listed a selection of identifiers that have been determined to be the most generally consistent but not entirely reliable. Anomalous infusion. Powerful anomalous presences and other localized unnatural phenomena can sometimes infuse their environments with unstable trace elements and charges. If the other indicators have been discovered that point to the possible presence of unstable energies, caution is advised. Proper confirmation involves this collection of local materials and substances, specifically samples of the soil, plant life, and tree sap, which have been proven to be the most energy absorbent. Observation of the samples with an unarmed eye and field tools have proven unsatisfactory, and advanced testing in a secure environment may be necessary. See trace elemental analysis. Erratic animal behavior. Most animal species have been observed to have a higher sensitivity towards affective emissions than that of humans. Symptoms include aimless or anxious activity, aggression, and dulled instincts of self-preservation. Certain animals appear to display a sort of attraction towards sources of unnatural emissions or energy types. As we say that, I'm hearing the birds chirping like freaking crazy in the background. Ding, ding, ding. The most common example are the various subspecies of larks, which I have observed to have a tendency to idle in close proximity to disruptive energy sources. Inexplicable odors. Sites of strong anomalous presences can, in some cases, elicit sensations recognized as smells in individuals. These smells have no discernible source and are the same for all individuals present. Smells that can be described as that of burnt roses and of cooked meals are among the most common. Mechanical/electrical instability and proximity to sites, objects, or other types of sources which radiate categories of unstable, undocumented energies. Phenomenon is observed wherein mechanical and electrical devices undergo a rapid form of deterioration that results in the failure and malfunction of said devices. The more complex the mechanism and the more saturated the energy, the greater the chance of this occurring. Energies of this grade are in some cases visible to the unarmed eye, volatile, and hazardous to organic life. This method of identification has proven to be the most reliable and consistent, but it is also the least common. Owing to the immense degree of concentration of disruptive energy emissions or currents needed for the effects to occur. So, with those three things already, what do we know? Well, we know that there are currently larks singing in the background. We know that at the apartment there were larks singing, but not as many. And we know that the light was out in the foyer. So what does that mean? That means that there was an anomaly going to kill her. Like, it was there. It was there at the beginning, and we just didn't know. Well, we ourselves did not know, but our character Kristoff did know. Sick. I mean, like, that's just sick. It's sick. It's awesome. It's so sick. Oh my god, there's so much more reading. Okay, hold on. The atmospheric raw current. The scientific concept of atmospheric raw current, which has been identified and observed since nearly a century ago, was initially widely publicized, but the research has been decidedly discontinued since the associated measuring equipment became regarded as unreliable in its applications. Beyond the utility of the equipment for loosely measuring and predicting atmospheric changes and patterns, I have acquired information and personally confirmed that these atmospheric disruptions originate not only naturally, but can also be detected around sources of some unnatural and undocumented categories of energy. The sensory equipment has been proven capable of detecting, identifying, and tracing a wide variety of objects, organisms, and sites that I would classify as elusive or unconventional in nature. In a majority of test cases, this technology is capable of receiving messages from objects which possess strange and unexplained properties. I can't read the rest of it, but that's okay. The Oceanics ARCS reader system should be mainly used as an area scanner. The main sensor is rudimentary, but adequate for measuring the disruptive emissions levels of small objects if necessary. Not enough room inside the dashboard to fit more equipment. Testing of the scanner gives satisfactory results. Radio antenna isn't ideal, but gets us area readings in the radius of 60 to 75 meters, up to 150 for above average. Okay. I can't read the rest of it. That's okay. Take a little sip. All this information is like actually good information to have and very clearly needed to fully understand what's going on. For some emissive objects, the arc reader gives lower and lower readings over time. Trace levels of readings sometimes means decaying internal energy. Charged objects lose emissive properties after being discharged. When an object comes into contact with a transmissive, it retains emissive traces for a time. Any object with powerful enough emissions becomes transmissive. Okay, passive property types. Last thing we have to read, and then we can go back to looking around. Observations have determined that there are distinct types of passive qualities that the various encountered entities, creatures, and objects possess. These qualities determine their properties and their effects on their environment. Missing an N right here, not to be a stickler. Environment and external subjects. Here I have composed a list of the various property types that I have observed. Inert. The object has no discernible effect on the environment or external subjects and does not possess any internal source of agency. Emissive. The object or organism possesses or produces or passively emits a type of ambient energy that disrupts the current of its surrounding atmosphere. And transmissive. The object or organism has emissive properties while also leaving energy or element traces of itself upon its surroundings and objects it comes into contact with. Psychoaffective. The object or organism has emissive properties which while also passively emitting some category of psychic waves that affect sentient organisms. Sensitive. The object has the qualities of an inert entity but is at risk of undergoing significant change, deteriorating, or becoming active if its physical conditions are affected. And unstable. The organism or object is charged with an energy or force type which has uncontrollable, often visible, and potentially dangerous effects. It is critical that any and all subjects of this category are kept properly contained and away from access of ignorant individuals. Okay, so with that all out of the way, we can now continue with playing the game. What do we know? Well, low-key, we don't really know much. Christ almighty, that scared the shit out of me. Holy fuck. That was so much louder than I was ready for. It scared the fuck out of me. Okay. We will turn the music down slightly. We're gonna turn the music down just ever so slightly. Oh wow. Oh, we can auto skip the text typing. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. You know what? Good call. Good call on putting this here. I've been clicking anyway, but it's fine. I'll be okay. All right. Let me go back here. All right. So we're locking things in, and I'm kind of guessing on it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I guess there's only one set of footprints, so that's how we know. I'm gonna turn this music down even more. There we go. And then, was anyone or anything waiting for Shelly at the museum? We don't know yet. So then we know that, trampled flowers, piece of cotton. I meant to put in that, but it doesn't seem like it wants to go in, so that's clearly not important right now. Okay. So, Oh, there's more dried blood over there, it looks like. Maybe I should go grab that. There's also... Is that a shadow? Imprint of shoes, medium large size, likely boots worn by someone at least somewhat heavy. And then drag marks and imprints of large boots. We know now that somebody was waiting for her with the shoe prints in the flowers. Boom. Good work. This is solved. Alright. No, yes, I did. He was upset about it. That's about it. I'm going to go and ask him about the footprints in the area, though. It seems to me that the way that I want to go through this going forward... Ah, yes. We have more here as well. Oh, and more flower petals. Ooh, okay, I will deal with that in a sec because I have to run all the way around. I want to try to find everything first. Is that a bush? Can I get back there? Someone moved a barrel over here. Can I... It's a very strange looking bush. I haven't seen anything else that looks like that. Okay. You just follow me. David, let's be honest for a moment. If someone was stringing us along, wouldn't your superb intuition have figured it out by now? And we can't rule out conspiracy yet, nor that some monster got loose. You really want to miss that? Somehow I don't believe it. So what's it gonna be? Fair enough. I don't want to see you spend the next week digging around this garden. I suppose it is time we headed in and gotta look around. How deep can this hole really go? Guy could have come out, could have been digging a biz, you never know. What about the drag marks? So, it's barrels? Don't just moving barrels all over the place? Only an observation. They seem to be using them to collect the leaves. Alright, you seem worthless right now, not to be rude. I'm going to come back to this. That seems very suspicious to me. Kind of looks like the top of a Pokemon. Hey buddy, let's talk about the pieces of this that I want to talk about. Drag marks. They'll be gone soon. Won't be a problem again. It sounds like you know where they came from. That's not your concern, sir. I know it was the barrels. What business is of yours? It looks like you're not telling the truth. Now hold on a minute. That's an awful way to speak. Tell me I won't say a word to your management. Oh well. I've got to move the barrel around somehow. Less noise that way. Grass grows back. Just don't tell the boss. I'll be more careful. Have any of the barrels been moved while you're gone? Nope. I don't think so. Want me to point you to a drugstore? Alright. Alright, man. Alright. Whatever, dog. More white chalk over here. I'm getting a pretty good idea of the crime. Let me check out these flower petals. So some guy from that side. They're a different type from the flowers around them. Yes, of course. Hmm. Alright, well, before we try to go inside, let's run back over here, talk to... Yeah, it's time to interrogate. Asking questions is the only way to get some of the information you need. People generally have something to say on matters that relate to them. However, people are unreliable narrators. Some might be uncooperative, some might lie, some might have an overactive imagination, or could simply be confused. Right, of course. Not hanging around more than we have to, please. Now, Miss Clarkson, can you remind me where the attack happened? Alright, I'll need you to answer any questions as accurately as you can. The information you provide could be crucial to getting to the bottom of your problem. About that night, he'd tell me what happened. I was grabbed. He grabbed me and twisted my arms. I started screaming and I got away, but the gates were locked. How'd you get them unlocked? How'd you get in? Right, yeah. Waited for what? I'd rather not say. It's not important. I want to know something else. Okay, I want to know, how did you get them unlocked? Someone came down and unlocked it. Can you give me a description? I didn't see, and I don't want to remember. You at least remember which gate? I don't know. What does it matter? It was one of the gates. There were people, and I just wanted to disappear. I want to know something else. When did it happen? I'm not sure. It was dark. I wasn't thinking about the time. It was late when I got home, 9 or 10. I was being held. I was screaming and he let go. Just like that? Someone called out. That's right. Not from the garden. It was from somewhere above. The building? There was a loud bang. I just started running. I ran for the gate and... I ran. The guy, or whoever it was, he didn't come after me. He disappeared. I banged and I screamed. People came to watch me and they talked and talked and talked. I want to forget. But I got out and I took off straight for home. That's it. Never mind. Let's talk about the loud bang. Like a slap to the face. When it scared me, that's when I knew I was still alive and on the ground. I scrambled to my feet and went for the hedge. Close? Far away? Close? Yes. No. Wait, but it was so loud. Maybe it was. It wasn't too far. Got my heart in my throat. Giving me a recollection of what it sounded like. Wooden, metallic. Thunder, I think. Maybe it was metal. Could be something blew up. I didn't tear my clothes anywhere, I think. Okay. Well, let's check this out for a second. Not this, sorry. What took place? So, we still don't know what this is. We don't know what this is. Befriending her is very funny. I'm kind of hoping that this is just like everything that it can be, and that this will come in handy later. Like all of these will be important. I think that's how like Obra Dinn does it. Who was involved? Directly involved, Shelley Clarkson. Witnesses, we don't know. Present at the museum. We have to assume that Straum was, but we will find out later. All right. So let's go inside now. We shall see what is going on yours. Oh wow, it just opens. I was fully expecting... Yo, what's up, Yak? How you doing? main entrance. Alright. Making me go around, eh? This guy's just like, can you stop walking all over the place? Mystery of the Druids? I think I'm unfamiliar. Vigo appears at ease. Oh, you just took a Tylenol? Dude, big mistake. Hello. Looking to visit the museum, or? Sure, we'll need some tickets. Limbo of the Lost, folks. Alright, hold on. Oh! It's mystery. Oh, okay. I do know what this is only because I've seen the avatar like a million times. People love using this avatar on Steam. Dude, this guy... Oh, yeah, okay, I do have to play this, don't I? I'll add it to my wish list. All reviews on Steam mixed, 100. There are only 100 reviews of this game on Steam. That's amazing. We know that a Liber is the officially centrally issued currency of the Insuilanian Sovereign, and one of the 4 prime currencies of the international monetary apparatus, of course. They're good for the whole day. Are you sure? It says 1 Liber on the price list, and on those tickets, they're both. Well, actually, that's the prices for the elderly and children. I don't think so. You have the lower price listed at 75 cents. All centrally regulated museums are mandated to have their prices limited to 2 categories, which I assume you are, since you are a peer in the municipal listings. Dude, Kristoff is rocking her shit right now. I don't expect there's a 3rd category that's being omitted, and don't try to twist it into being the price for dogs, because I saw the no dogs allowed sign outside. Oh, you know your stuff. Let's just call it a bit of light banter and leave it there. Something catching your eye? I'm thinking about this handbook. Huh, I didn't take you for a history nut. You're being paid to give lip to visitors? I'm just saying, if you think it's cool, that's cool. It's 4 leaves. Really? But you can have it for 3. Yeah, I fucking know I can. I think GOG did get some new owners or something. They did something recently that was like a little off, but I think they backtracked it like fast as hell. Either way, most games like that, look, if it's not, if it's a essentially abandonware, I'm going to, and it's on GOG, I will get it from a place that you can just get GOG games for free. I'm just gonna put it that way. If it's an indie game, I will try my best to purchase it, because it's usually just supporting like a dev. If it's from 2001 and it's a bad game, I'm not spending money on that. We've talked about this many times in the past, that like the concept of like playing any PS1 game and being like, wow, this is a really good time, and then also remembering that at the time that PS1 game was probably $70, and you go, ooh, this game isn't worth $70, but it's fun for like 3 hours, you know, like the concept of that, like the way that you look at, even if you don't want to, the way that you look at games that you are playing, especially older games, is completely different when you're playing it because you can just emulate it for free and playing it because you purchased it and you need to get as much out of it as possible, or you need to return it, you need to beat it and return it before like a week goes by, you know? This is the Handbook on Pre-Modern Cultures, a commercial reader handbook on historical civilizations and cultures. These types of mass-produced booklets are written at a middle school level of reading comprehension to be as accessible as possible. It's never clear how much of the information in them is accurate. The Haircon heritage. It's true that we come from the Westrish, but it's impossible to speak of the cultural history of... Ah, damn, I was wrong. Insuilane without talking about the Haircon people. Although much of the brutish history saw them raiding and facing off against the Westrish and Hamelings in the centuries before the kingdom of Insuilane was formed, remains of Haircon settlements have been found all across the western and southeastern seaboards, some as far north as Eelport. Groups with distinct ways of life in places like the remote corners of Estranic, I'm going to say Estranic because I can't say it the other way. Asterionic, I'm going to say Asterionic. Like the remote corners of Asterionic very well may trace their cultural roots to the Haircons. The Willastrians, got it. The Willastrian culture memory has largely been erased with the decimation of the peoples themselves, but through records and accounts from the historical cultures that had contact with this group, a partial picture of their way of life has been reconstructed. It is highly possible that the wooden masks associated with this culture share a similar ritual role as they did in many other cultures. This significance in ritual customs had a relation to the sunrise and sunset as a time for spiritual honoring. The Willastrians had their day-to-day governed by the multitude of these backwards beliefs. Backwards beliefs is a crazy thing to write in a historical pamphlet. Of course, the local shamans played a key role in this, as they were the ones performing many of these daily rituals. Like, backwards beliefs is some shit that you would read in, like, it'd be like in like a British museum in like 1920. Like, yeah, we stole this artifact from the people of this country, and their backwards beliefs are disgusting to us, blah, 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 blah. It's like, all right, man, you gonna give that shit back eventually, or what? No, it's still there 50, 60, 70, 20, 120 years later? Cool. Oh, it's not done yet. Oops, I wasn't done reading that. Of course, the local shamans played a role in this, as they were the ones performing many of these daily rituals. As everyone knows about the exquisite whalebone combs, well, I'm missing a page here. Or this is supposed to be capitalized. We're gonna go with it's supposed to be capitalized. As everyone knows about the exquisite whalebone combs that the thylacines are famous for, but this isn't the only kind of uncommon material that... No, this is missing a page, I believe. Yeah, I think I must be missing a page. I'm missing a page about the thylacines. Why would I be missing a page about the thylacines? This isn't the only kind of uncommon material that they are held in high regard. Ancient Thalassy, I can't, it's just gonna be impossible to read this shit. Ancient Thalassy was a time of great innovation in metallurgy, and which produced many unusual alloys and techniques of craftsmanship. White gold and mixes of rare, precious metals have been greatly sought after. Some of these metals were highly fragile, and much of the metalwork has not been preserved. These most precious adornments must have served as status symbols connected to the nobility, not occultism or mysticism. Earrings, necklaces, dress adornments, and other items of jewelry must have had a great cultural and personal importance, judging by translated writings from that era. Alright, the ancient Isai. Ancient Issa might be known for its great canals, but beyond that, the Isai had more than a few notable innovations in irrigation and agriculture. It is presumed that their sophisticated canals and hydraulic engineering are what made it possible for the civilization to flourish in such a dry and hot climate. Clay tablets found at a dig site near modern-day Joker contain... Sorry. I'm Israeli and this is my Batman villain. Sorry. Contained the oldest known examples of a lunar farming calendar, showing that Issa may have tracked moon phases to optimize crop cycles. The excavations of these irrigation systems might be the most obvious source of all the sandstone that the Isai used in their construction, and may explain why so many Issa constructions are made from that specific type of stone, given the abundance of the necessary material in the region. Almost there. I'm noticing again that this page just ends. Interesting. The Berengians, recent archaeological discoveries have identified various stone constructions found in central Atlay as very likely used in Berengian ritual practices as altars. Given our understanding of their metalworking practices, some experts have surmised that these altars might have played a role in the Berengian superstitious process of strengthening their weapons by infusing them with powers focused from the stars. This aligns with accounts of other Berengian ritual and sacrificial practices, but there is, of course, no evidence of the Berengians achieving any military advantage in the region, so historians have concluded these legends have no basis in fact. The Limshanese burials. The ruins uncovered in those cold mountainous regions have helped shed some light on a few ancient burial customs of the Limshanese, based on the archimans discovered in those dusty tombs. It's easy to think of the terracotta-encased archimans from Xi'an, where we hear that word, but the cultures of Limshan had a much more unconventional method of preserving their honored dead. Similar to other cultures from their continent, the Limshanese preferred to preserve the dead by wrapping their bodily remains in linen bandages and laying them to rest in a cold chamber which kept the bodies intact for a long time. Not all bodies were buried in this way, of course, as it would not have been feasible to construct catacombs and sarcophagi for so many people. In those regions, many bodies have been found buried under ice, which itself raises blah 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 blah. Alright. Fantastic. Excuse me, miss. Did you hear a loud bang? Alright. Like, almost insanely quiet. Okay. I knew this place was a whack house, but that's like a whole new level. Thinking you don't know where it came from? No, but I wish I did. Sounds like the biggest stringing along of the decade. Okay. Just, you know, check everything. I know it wasn't me, but with all those people working here, could have been any one of them. What are your thoughts on Strom? Mr. Director. He's not any kind of doctor, and I've heard that a million times already. It's like they have this hang-up about the guy being at the top, being certified. Okay, tell me about yourself. It's Laura. Last name? Blanche. But I'm not that keen on holding on to it. Okay. First you were rude to me, and now you're like, you know, Oh, okay, well that's fucked up. Yeah, that is a good one, actually. Looks like a whole different place now, all in orange. Alright, witnesses of the attack. Didn't see it. I learned when everyone else did. Thought it was a real attack. Okay. You take care now, miss. Can I go in here? Nope. Bang. Woohoo! Alright. The Shelley's alleged attacker have a reason to remain near or to keep away from the museum premises. Was coming to the Goddard Museum Shelley's own intention or idea? Did Shelley's alleged attacker have a human form in mind? Awesome sauce. Is this incident part of a larger series of events? Absolutely, it's gonna be yes. I know it. I know it. I just know it. There's like no way. There's no way that it isn't. Alright. Bing. Alright. Like, I know I've been reading a lot of, like, lore and world building, but, like, like, a game like this is, like, sucking me in so much that I'm just, like, you know, I'm just in for it, you know? Insulanian, Sewardinian. There's so many fucked up words in here, man, that I just can't read, like, appropriately. Let's talk to you. Hello, and welcome to the Goddard Public Museum. You're interested in a visitor subscription, or you're looking to organize a museum tour group? No, thanks. We're here on business. Ah, gotcha. Yo, what's up, Akato? Yo, thank you for the 19. Oh my god, fucking crazy. On a scale of 1 to wicked, how's the game been? It's been pretty sick. It's been a slow burn, but like, and it's got this crazy world building, and the writing's been really enjoyable. But we just started it. It's definitely a mystery game, like a detective mystery game, kind of like Obra Dinn, in the way that it's kind of set up. But we know already from some stuff that we've read, like basically tutorial stuff, that it's gonna get occultish. It's gonna get like X-Files-y in here. It's gonna get like, there's gonna be like cryptids and ghosts and shit. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. If you're from out of town, you should definitely do a visit of the White Bremer. What is that supposed to be? It's a Novrian restaurant over in Stratton. Really famous. I'm sure you'll love it. What's the significance of that? Who comes to Bridgeboro for a continental cuisine instead of taking a flight over to Atley? A term used to refer to the nations of the Eastern Atlean landmass. It's a slightly derogatory holdover from the times of the Continental Union and the End War, used mostly by Insuilanians. Yeah, this guy is so fucking snarky, like, but he's sick. I love him. He's like, there's a lot of continental heritage here. Much of the population has some descent from the Vermonts and so forth that came here way back when. A major nation of continental Atley, it is mostly known for its wine and beer. It's one of those cities, I think. Well, as long as that investigation is an investigation of the wealth of historical knowledge we hold here. I can't really discuss that, sir. I'm sure you understand. What time do you usually leave work? This time of year, the museum halts entry at 6 in the evening, and the halls are closed to visitors at 7. Is that when you left yesterday? Oh, I wasn't here yesterday. You're being very unhelpful. Mr. Strom's office is up the main stairway and to the left. You can't miss it. It's not our policy to give out names. Okay, we're just gonna click around. You guys know that they call boxed wine in Australia goon bags? The Aussies have been on that word for a long time. The fact that it kind of became like a popular word to use in terms of its other, you know, more lewd connotation is like insane to me, because they've been saying that word for years. I mean, I mean, there's a whole football team that calls themselves goons, right? Yeah, the Aussies love that word. As far as I'm aware. I mean, I'm gonna be wrong. I'm not Australian. All right, museum employees being unhelpful as hell. Ooh, there's no dagger on display. Very cool. That's what you like to see. Anyway, Keno, thank you so much for the 19 again. Like, it's crazy. It's always crazy. Hope you're doing well on the day shift. This game is pretty sick so far. It's hitting all the spots that I want to hit, you know? Ooh, what is this? Inscribed tablet, Lundasian, red marble. Like, man, like, it fucking rules. Like, I'm playing a game that came out, like a week ago, maybe even just, like, 3 days ago. I don't know when this game came out. I bought it a week ago, and then I didn't stream for a week. I'm playing a game that came out a week ago, and it just feels so... Everything's, like, perfect about it. Like the low texture, like, the low, resolution is, like, perfect. Like the 3D models are the correct, like, amount of polygons. The textures on them are very low detail, and then you have these still low resolution textures for, like, the HUD and stuff, but they look good, and they're, like, just slightly blurry in a way that's correct. Like, it's so sick. Like, you can't see it really because my camera's covering it, but, like, there's like these realistic looking items on the bottom that I can click on, and it's all my, like, little case study stuff. It's so, like, I'm just, yeah, it's very, very charming in its presentation. It is just so, it's just so sick. Oh, what's up, man? Damn, you got that lean going. Little MJ action, just like a tinge. That's a special door. Okay, we'll deal with you in a sec. Have something on your mind? Do you work here? Sure, there's always work to be done, I suppose. I'm looking into last night. The incident, you know? Right, don't know what to tell you. A well-meet nonetheless. Around here they call me Mr. Shanks. Ah, Mr. Shanks? Interesting. Mr. Shanks, there's a dagger missing. Did you earn your name last night, little guy? Don't see too many strange happenings around the museum, but I've heard speak mostly about the surroundings in the woods. There's talk of criminals around these parts. And some of the new things they've been bringing to the museum makes me ask myself. Can you get more specific? Not really. I'm not familiar with the exact details. Simply hear things is all. They call me Mr. Extortion. His name was Red Herring before his parents got murdered. This guy's wearing a 2-pocket polo. Perhaps you'll get some answers on some questions we've had around here. Did hear quite a bit about it. Wasn't here, though. Can't say who'd be here in the night, but Cavershaw was still here when I left. And there's that Dr. Hess. I didn't even know he stayed that late. He must have been involved somehow. There's something with that one. You sound a little too sure considering you weren't here. Hey, people talk, you know? Never struck me as important. I guess it was brought away because of the meager interest. Alright, we're just gonna click on all these. See any green on my boots? I don't know what I'd need something like that for. Wouldn't you have some of it around for cleaning? Oh, cleaning? Not the kind of cleaning I do. Gotta make it sound like someone died here last night. You think this was someone from staff? It's talking about after closing and the grounds stay open after a while after the museum closes. Could be someone from outside, but it could be someone who knows. It could also be someone who's still here. Who can say? Oh, that fellow Dr. Hess was out and about the grounds last night? Alright, thank you. Used to his work. Can't say I know him enough to say he has nothing to do with it, you know? He was here that night. Cavershaw. He's alright. Does it work well. Alright. What about... My job was to do cleaning. Yeah. Don't pay me no mind, I don't pay any back. Alright. Mr. Strom. It's the one. Okay. You're good. Thanks, man. Great noise. Dr. Joseph Hess, conservator. Damn, all of it's locked? Okay. Wait a minute. Hold the fort. Damn. I was really hoping I could, like, pick the lock. Fuck me, man. You gotta stop doing that. This guy following you around like this has gotta be a reference to the Sherlock Holmes Watson, like, scary Watson thing, right? It's gotta be. It just has to be. The artifacts here are nothing of importance, but the red marble tablet in the north halls should be of interest for what you asked. I have reason to believe it's an object of unusual properties that might hold some hidden power. Yoink. Okay, I thought it might be dirt. Well, don't mind me. Just gonna... Security. Alright. We'll come back. Ah, fuck. Stop that! Stop it! Are you coming in or what, man? I can't leave until you leave. No, you're just gonna... I think he's actually stuck. Hey man, what are we thinking? I'm thinking you gotta get the fuck out of the way. You kept explaining how tablets can't be tools. Instruments. Sure, even the most heavily imbued ones we know of are just passive. That stakeout on Holland Street? Were the writings on them magical or something? Did you say that? I remember swirling my coffee and staring into the cup. This guy's fucking worthless, man. I'll say it. Ceremonial. Maybe used in rituals? Sacrifices? Possibly. Maybe used by a psycho for a certain attack targeting a certain woman? Alright. Oh, you're finally walking? No, come on in, buddy. The water's just fine. Hang on, let me talk and then you follow me. There we go. Alright. We got him out of the way. I should do that so the game saves, by the way. Oh, we should check out the tablet. Woohoo! Boom. Missive only. Significant few artifacts found at the museum are connected to the activities of... Ooh. Well, we know that this is that. Okay, well, we don't know the other one yet. At least we assume that that's correct. We have yet to find anybody of interest. How was I supposed to actually... Do I have something in here that... There's a gnat in my room. I'm just now seeing him. The bastard. Okay. Let's take a look-see out here. We'll talk to that guy soon. He was definitely here last night. This dude has 2 plaques? Orange and red, eh? That's gonna be important, I think. Some of these have little things on them. Little buttons of sorts. And some of them don't. Hello. Move along, fellow. There's plenty of other things on these premises to stare at. I'm gonna find out if anyone here knows something about last night. That's terrific. Go find somebody who cares. Here's some free advice. Stop nosing around where you don't belong. You do me a favor real quick? Yeah, what's up, man? Tongs? I don't know if that's on YouTube. Let me find it. If it is, I can find it. I think it might be on YouTube. Let's see. It would appear that Tongs is unlisted. I can find it for you later if you send me a DM. I think I have it in my favorites somewhere. Old. I might have it. Old. If I have it, it's like right up here somewhere. Okay, well, a whole shitload of my favorites playlist on YouTube has been vanished. Into the aether it goes. Damn, unlucky. You can still DM me. Actually, yeah, just DM me like right this second. I have it in a folder. Where are you? Let me just. I have it. I can just. This freaking gnat. Oh. Dude, he's like on my shit. Hang on. This guy's gonna drive me crazy. If he lands, I'm killing him. You don't have to DM me. I can just find it for you right this second. Hold on. Where did I put this, actually, is a great question. I know I have tongs in a place. I have it with a bunch of other stuff too. Where did I put it? Is it in my pictures folder? It'd be funny if it was in my pictures folder. Not here. I know I have tongs. There you go. It was in my pictures folder. Here you go.
Tongs.
Yeah, there you go. That's correct. What is Tongs? Tongs is a speedrunning clip of Silent Hill 3 made by our mutual friend Johnny Helicopter, who, when picking up tongs in the game, which are needed in order to progress, he says tongs. It's a 4-second clip. I can, you know what? Fine. I will pull it back up just for your sake. Just because everybody wants to see it now. Everybody wants to see tongs. Where'd I put it? It is like, I have absolutely no idea where it actually is in my folders. I actually just don't know where it is. It just exists somewhere and I don't know where. Sorted folders, SH2. This is where it is. Here you go. You want to see it so badly, huh? That is as good as it's gonna get. I can make it smaller, actually. There you go.
Tongs.
That's it. That's the whole video. I hope that was good for you. That's tongs. Alright, this guy fucking sucks. You've got a bird on duty for these stupid questions. How about you go find her and stop wasting my time? Loud bang. Stick to your business. This guy fucking sucks. I got my eye on you, Buster. Oh. All right. Flimsy leather shoes. Mr. Preston, let this note serve to inform you that your dedication to your work has been acknowledged and commended. Not only did you take it upon yourself to pick up more shifts this last month than any of your colleagues, but you have done so this month as well. This should serve as a reminder that while you... Whoa. The 2180 issue of Kitties and Titties. Well, well, well. Yoink. My tobacco went missing. If any of you find it or know anything, I want you to say so before things get heated. I can't do storage duty since my back gave out. Stop asking me to do it. Someone else will have to do it, or I might end up in the hospital. This is my health we're talking about. One of you will have to step up next month. I can't do it again. Suck it up, Needle. Alright, so Needle is how I'm going to say it. Nyadel is writing like this. Oh boy, okay. What do we know? Well, let's go back really fast. This guy? Preston. Got it. So we know that X is Preston. Oh. Ah, I see. Okay. Who took the most shifts? A2, B2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So A2 is Preston. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, it depends on what this means. X could be day shift. It could also be... His back gave out. Somebody else is going to have to do it, which means that Suck It Up Preston could be this. This could be storage duty. That could be Niadel. This is also... Yeah. When was that note written? Oh, I don't know. His back gave out last month, I'm assuming. So actually B1 is Niadel. If we assume that these slashes are storage duty. Circles. We know that it's not sick leave. Let's assume that this is day shift, this is night shift. Because that makes the most sense. Right? Day shift, night shift. Day shift, night shift, day shift, night shift, day, night. Storage and storage? Ooh, that might not work. 2 people on storage duty at the same time? Unlikely. Day, night, storage, day, night. I mean, that doesn't make sense though, right? You can't have day shift and storage duty at the same time, though, it seems like. Okay, well, that's wrong. So let's put... Still wrong. Okay. Unknown. Unknown. This is my assumption right now. Mostly because B1 has to be right? Like... His back gave out. Oh, well, now that's interesting as well, is that we actually don't see the first... We don't see the first few days there. Interesting. Okay, we'll have to come back to this. My tobacco went missing. Okay. Well, we can get more information off of... Actually... Yeah, so we know that Niadel is the one that did the least amount of shifts, just total. But probably B2. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe not. We don't know yet. Okay. It's impossible to tell right this second. We'll leave this on. No reason to keep them off. Interesting. X is greater than X, Y, X, Y. Okay. Not sure what that entails, but could be something evil. Man, my knees are killing me. I knew I should have taken the bus. You wouldn't have any amoxicillin, would you? Osmacillin, would you? You must really love the exhibits here. Yo, check out that. Oh, baby. What? No, it's just a really good place to get away from time to time. Alright, I'll go find some osmacillin for you. Sick. puts hinges on a sarcophagus? Man, this is a big-ass museum. I don't have anything I could give him, do I? I have the basement key. I have a blank. Oh! I need to go get a piece of paper. Or, I'm sorry. I need to go get a pencil of sorts. Perhaps. Ooh, wait. Yeah, probably. I will go back in a sec. Sick. It's a lantern. Enjoying the old stuff. It's a great place to learn about history. I think I'll do another run of this place. Okay, it doesn't seem like I can use it on him. Holy Rite Mask. Durkian wood. I've encountered similar masks with strange properties before. Alright, so we go over here. We've yet to find anybody with... There's a basement around here, no? I think there is. I've opened... No. Okay, the basement must be around here somewhere. Alright. Well, then we will walk back. I wanted to try using the piece of paper on this. No, okay. Then we shall go upstairs and talk to whoever it is. Excuse me, my boy. Can we have a word? Ah, pleased to meet you. My name is Mr. Straum. I'm the director here in case there was any confusion. I understand you've arrived here a little while ago, and you have with you a certain woman. Her name was Clarkson. How's that relevant to you? You see, we find it deeply regretful what happened here last night. Deeply regretful what happened here, that is. We don't understand ourselves what happened in truth. I simply think that there's no need for excessive publicity. I would prefer if the police would not be involved in this matter. I'm sure we can smooth things out over with Miss Clarkson. I can't make guarantees, but we're only here to make sure of some things. We can do that without involving the police as long as you allow us to continue to look around. Of course, I won't stop you. Look around this museum after all. And not to be unduly harsh, but she could be unwell in the head for all we know. The unseen. Instances of encounters with the strange and unknown are often interpreted and written off as hysteria or delusion. In more ways than one, the overwhelming majority of the population are unaware and often unwilling to know what goes on around them. This means most people, but not all. Imagination got the better of her. You know how it is. I'm not ruling it out, but the situation still demands answers. I want the very same. There must be some perfectly harmless explanation. I will leave you to it. I'm sure this is all just a big misunderstanding. If there's anything further, you can find me in my office over there. Alright. I'll come back. Now, interestingly, that does appear to be, like, a barrel of some sort that may have exploded, perhaps. Looking into last night, and yes, of course, she looked in a terrible state. What happened to her? Is she all right? You know Shelley Clarkson? Did you see her last night? The name, no, I don't really know her personally. I opened the gate for her and I don't know. She's here? I was wondering if she made it home, you know? Yeah, I ride a bike to work. You get it, right? Not entirely, no. I find work takes up too much attention. Driving a car, that takes up too much of your thinking. If I'm driving, I get a little carried away. Well, who knows? Why should I tell you? I'll have to assume you could be hiding something about what happened to Shelley. Alright, I'll tell you, just don't make her think. I saw what happened, or at very least I saw something happen. Tell me what you saw. I was copying notes, I recall that clearly. There was a scream, it must have been this woman. I didn't even think. I was immediately at the window. I had to open the window to see, but it was awfully dark, you have to understand. Down there on the path, I only saw someone was moving, really frantic. I called out to see if everything was okay. The shadow jerked around a bit, then ran straight into the flowers, like it was getting away from something. Could have been a person, I can't say. Which way was this figure running? To my right, so toward the back of the building. It runs into the hedge, then comes this really loud bang. It looked like he fell over. At that point, I noticed to my left, there's another figure, a bit slower, running the other way. I looked back for the first shadow, but it was already gone, and after that I ran downstairs and I found this woman, Miss Clarkson, thrashing at the front gate. She seemed out of it, completely feverish. When I opened the gate, she ran out immediately, and there were other people gathered on the sidewalk. They dispersed quickly, but it was quite the embarrassment. It must have been pretty late. I was here with the research, but it was already dark. I only checked afterwards, but by that time it was close to 9. It's my research on haircon cultures. Sometimes I stay late to get work done. I don't think there's a rule against that. There's one more thing about last night. After she was gone, I went to check the grounds, the place I saw them on the path. Found the stone thing. Sigil? It was right where I saw them struggling, near where the paths cross. It's broken, it looks like. Ooh, thank you. The fragments are warm to the touch. There's an imprint of what looks like blood in the middle of the circular disc. Okay. Thank you. No, I don't know. I haven't asked. I really don't know what's happening at this place. You had to give it to me. No offense, but I don't really know you. Why are you here? Were you here last night? I want to help Shelley Clarkson, don't you? You got that right. Seems like the right thing to do. This broken artifact probably came from the museum. I should have notified the management about the sigil. Maybe they know something. I know where it came from. I've seen it before. You realize how that sounds, right? Maybe you should best let me have it. I think I'll keep it with me just in case. Okay. Let's talk about the carved runes. Those are not the same carved runes that I saw earlier, by the way. Never noticed anything out of the ordinary when I looked it over. But I had to admit that a tablet made from that material is rare to see. Must have been a barrel or a trash can. There was the figure, not very clear, but it did drop. That's where the bang rang out. What'd it sound like? Must have been metal. When I think about that, something odd about it. All the examinations turned up nothing, but it's like there was this energy. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Okay, pieces of cotton. Haven't heard about that. Chalky residue. Don't know what it could be from. Trampled flowers. Okay. It's the first time I hear about it. Did you notice anybody waiting out there? It's already dark. I was concerned with my work. I've been allowed to examine it anyway. Okay, and then this. It was in pieces at the scene of where, you know, happened after that. The material seems to be of soapstone, which isn't that notable, but I can only identify the culture of origin as Achillean. Those artifacts are really hard to find. It felt somewhat warm at the time, and there's the red stain in the middle. Okay. When I shouted out, they started running. I don't think anyone else was around the grounds. Night guard on shift, but I never thought of letting him know. Didn't see anyone around besides Cavershaw, but then again, I haven't left the study room in hours. I left not long after we spoke. Where was Cavershaw while all this was happening? That it came down because of the scream, though it was already a while since it happened. Okay. So. Does Shelley's alleged attacker have a reason to remain near or keep away from the museum premises? Was coming to the Goddard Museum Shelley's own intention or idea? Human form and mind is... Okay, so this is all something else. I'm looking for what took place. Not Mr. Shanks. That guy. Oh, I should have asked him his name, I guess. Hold on. Wait. Let me ask you your name. Dr. Joseph M. Hess. Oh, you're Hess. Okay. Thank you. Joseph Hess heard a scream and shouted out. Can you do a Hess? So true. I bet he can't. I bet that guy doesn't know how to fucking do a Hess, that's for sure. Where would the basement be? He probably does suck at Ocarina of Time. Dude, there's a fucking castle. Oh, baby. Maintenance. No, that's the basement key, man. Come on. Cataloging room. Keep investigating, please. Time progression. Time is able to move forward when enough information has been discovered. Inevitably, the time of day will need to advance for the investigation to move forward. While there is still obvious work to be done, it is best advised to get it sorted out before the time of day advances. Once there are no clear leads that can be immediately followed up on, the right move would be to simply let the time pass. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even talked to everybody yet. Must be a lyrics to some song that even he doesn't fucking know. Anything you want, guy? I'm looking into... You know what? Don't answer that. Can you not distract me? I'm trying to get my notes done and out of here. Hold your horses, lady. I'm gonna... I said beat it, bozo. Whoa. Let's talk about me with a knife. I can't do anything. That sucks. It doesn't seem like you can use items on people. Whoa, wait a minute. Way more shit just appeared. Holy moly. Oh, I see. Okay, I'll come back to reading that in a second, because I gotta do other stuff first. It's likely to be a Vidon origin. Looking at it makes me lose my concentration. Ooh, okay, cool. I knew it was going to come back to bite me, man. The assets classified as TL221, CA011, and TL should not be handled with or studied without prior clearance. 221 is almost definitely psychoeffective. 011 is probably unstable. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay. This is so fucking much. So the museums also agree about all the random nonsense. Curator's Library, Cavershaw, Study Room A, Gregory Whistler. Okay. Alright. I have to come back here in a second. I will come back here in a second. Check out the bathrooms. This one has been cleaned for a while. It looks identical to this one, I'll be honest. Well, what's different about this one? So, 3 of the toilets haven't been cleaned. This one's been cleaned. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. A toilet has not been cleaned. Okay, can't go in there. I've read that. A number of notes and memorandums addressed to Mrs. Mays. Judging by the dust on this desk, has not been used. It's an old box of documents. There's a framed photograph of the museum staff dated May 2153. One person in it bears an exact resemblance to Mr. Shanks. Okay, more things to ask about. Now, he should be in here. Of course, he is over here. This one might be for Cavershaw. Sir, I'm writing again about the shifts. I fail to understand why Robert is taking all the night shifts that I'm supposed to be having. Okay. Robert taking all night shifts that Needle wants. I keep only having day shifts. Needle keeps only having day shifts. And I appreciate it if I got my share of the night shifts as it's supposed to be, if it's possible. Got it. A Fenton radio. Fenton. So the spare keys given to Whistler, lost his own and will be using them for a moment. 3rd time? Interesting. Write that down. Write that down. Whistler on his 3rd set of keys. More letters to Historical Association. Have to find someone who knows the people. Museum listings. Must check with Whistler in a week and have a talk with him if not found. Get started with October earnings reports. Woman locked into grounds. Stack of seemingly new copies of the museum inventory. One seems to be the original, which has been given a signature of approval. Ah, beautiful stuff. Okay. Dress trinkets. Woman locked into grounds? What the H? Okay, we will come back to this briefly in a moment. This guy does not do his job fucking at all. Tourism is booming these last few years. If we observe the trends of other museums in Bridgeboro and Langham, I believe attendance here is only bound to keep growing. Considering how you could make the exhibits more worthwhile to visitors? Well, I fail to see how that's related. I'm not willing to provide you with access to the Resin Museum. I highly doubt there's anything in here that would explain that situation, but you have my most sincere encouragement to clear up all those nasty rumors. Speaking with my staff, I can say with some confidence that our employees had no hand in it. Surely you agree that the mere location of the attack does not mean that the name of the museum should be associated with it. What time do you usually leave? 6 o'clock. Okay. Let's talk about Mr. Shanks. I don't know him by name. Let's talk about Cavershaw. Okay. Let's talk about Mrs. Mays. Our guide should be out somewhere on the halls. Okay, Mrs. Mays is her. Got it. Whistler. Okay, we need to talk to Cavershaw then. Let's talk about... let's talk about the runes. Ceremonial dagger. That seems to me to be routine, but I'm not overly involved in those day-to-day decisions. Whatever the reason may have been for the dagger to be recalled, I'm sure it was a valid reason. My employees should be better equipped to help you with those questions. That was before my time, I believe. I only took this position 7 years ago. Okay, good to know. Secret of invitation. Okay. Got it. I don't think there's really anything he can actually help me with, unless you want to tell me... Nope, you don't want to tell me anything about yourself. That's fine. Okay, yeah, this guy, not very helpful. Alright. Hey, man. Let's do this. I'm going to pause for a moment because I need to use the restroom. I will be back in like 2 minutes, but just give me a second here, all right? I'll be right back. Okay, hello, hello. Oh man, great game. It is killing my voice though, so I'm having to not read nearly as in depth as I was. There we go. Oh boy, a lot of words, yeah. So this is Orlassian noblewoman's necklace, and has a yellow on it. 743. Fuck. I didn't read what that said in time. Dude, you're such a dick. 231. Okay. 231. Orlassian. Okay, so that is CA 451. So, can I open up multiple pairs of notes? Oh, I really wish you could. That would be awesome. That's like the one thing that Steam needs to add is like, let me have multiple pairs of notes open at the same time. Okay. So, CA 451 is yellow. Got it. Thank you. Let's go find other colors. This one is red, or orange perhaps. Let's say it's orange. That is 760 BAA 150, and it is Thalassitian. BAA 150, Thalassite. CA011 is orange. Blue, we know that that is Westrish. Ah, yes. Okay. So blue is missing from the thing, but we know that it is going to be the most dangerous probably. It's a good handrail. I mean, yeah, it's doing the job like as all that it needs. What's this one? Okay. Purple. Hamling. Okay. BLB 057, and it is Hamling. Okay, that is RG308. It would be dangerous. That's purple. This is definitely a game that I think that your boyfriend would like. Just knowing that he also demolished, like, blueprints. This is light blue. This is Thalassite. BLB 121. Sorry, what was that? BLB 121 Thalassite. Okay. Thalassite. 121. BLB 121. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Oh, there it is. TH331. Okay. Is light blue, seen in occult stuff before. This one is psychoactive. We already have yellow. We already have yellow. Now this one's in both, so I'm going to assume it's the one that has both on there. So this is Haimling, and this is CTB 249. So if we just come over here to this one, no, I was wrong. There it is, CTB 249. We know that it is CA 011 and SC 346. So we know that SC 346 is red, because the first one is orange, and as we know from our notes, CA011 is orange. ROY, we don't have green yet. Okay. If there is a green, we don't have it. .157. I already have purple. Yes. The light blue is missing. You are a dark red. 136. And this is Lundasian. SC346. Okay, we already have that. I think we probably have all of them then. I've already been in here. Nope, there's a green right here. Perfect. CTB 051. Creedman. TL096. What'd I just do? Go. All right. So with that, we should be able to, let me just make sure, strange properties before, okay. So we have emissives. All right, it's gonna get a little tricky here because I have to actually identify what they mean about different things now. We know that that one is psychoeffective. These are probably inert. Red is SC. Oh, wait. Shit. That's not what they asked me. Oops. We know that the light blue ones are probably transmissive. Maybe just emissive. Oh, fuck. We don't know enough. We actually just don't know enough. I didn't know about all these different words. Shit. What if I came over here? Artifact types. There we go. Okay. Artifacts with unnatural effects and a manual/directed function will be categorized here, since their functions seem to go beyond the known types of passive functions, even though there is some overlap. Unlike objects with only passive effects, these artifacts are manually activated and should be sorted here, even if they have a passive quality like being transmissive. Most artifacts with a manual use are already emissive by default. Manual function objects will be sorted as enhancers and instruments. Enhancers are objects that are used to amplify other powers, artifacts, and abilities. They typically have a recognizable form and associated use even as a mundane object. Some are capable of channeling and focusing the existing abilities. Masks, weapons, scepters, head ornaments. Awesome. Okay, now what does that tell us? That this is an enhancer. Because we know that the mask was light blue. We should have been keeping more track on what was... Now, the instrument could actually be... Hold pendants. Yes, okay. Some are objects of power, which increase the strength of abilities. Flame holders, horns, infused stones. Flame holders. Interesting. Okay, so green is also an instrument. Yes, we are a ghost cop. A large number of these appear to have some relation to ritual use or superstitious activities. Instrument activities, or instrument artifacts. These objects have a manually activated and typically directed function which produces reality-altering / influencing effects impossible to achieve through conventional means. Artifacts that fall into this type are often strange objects with no apparent or obvious purpose. Some objects are as woven fabrics, figurines, and most jewelry, excluding head ornaments, torques, and hold pendants, tend to indicate that even if the artifact has special properties, it has no manual function. I can't read that. Some materials seem to be inherently emissive no matter if there is a function. Rosite, soapstone, blood opal, birch. Certain materials indicate no manual functions. Bronze only, iron only, cedar, mahogany, clay. Okay, very important then. Materials specific to manual function artifacts. Fur, opal, azurite, porphyry. Oh, wow. Okay, so I need to identify again the different things. The yellow could be important, you know. But we know that the no unnatural properties: sandstone, shale, nickel, lead, steel. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Let's lock in. So I'm just gonna write all this down. It's just gonna be easier than having to open this back up. It's actually gonna be plus bronze and any stone. And answer amulet plus silver and amber, gold and brilliantine, silver and bronze and amethyst. Answer totem plus U, assault, enhancer, horn plus polished wood, instrument, weapon, blade plus marble, enhancer, marble plus engraved surface, no unnatural effects. Okay. Writing all that down will be beneficial so I don't have to come back here 20 million times. That's just how it is. Quantities used to determine an object's specific type only apply to objects confirmed to have any kind of special properties. Begin with confirm first. Okay. Now, yeah, okay, so some things are instruments, some things are enhancers. Okay. Good God. Oh, hey, man. Oh, fuck. Keep the lights on, stay in the light. What the hell? Dude, if this is real, it's gonna freak me the fuck out. Ooh, 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 ooh. So we know that that's... How do what the fuck? Give me... Where is my information? Not this, not this, not this. Carved runes. That is not what it looked like the first time. I'm just saying it how it is. That is not what it looked like the first time. But that looks like a Y with a stick and a man with a nose and a mouth. Knowledge. It's this one. It's something like this. Grant knowledge. Okay. I'm not reading all that right this second. Sorry. I just can't be. Okay, so what do we know? Jeez, oh Pete. Well, we know that the light blue one... Okay. So we have to go back and look at all these again. This one is yellow. It is silver, tin, and gemstones. Silver... It's also... It's a necklace, so... I didn't write down that part. How foolish of me. Masks, weapons, scepters, head ornaments, objects of power. Instruments, most jewelry, excluding head ornaments, torques, and hold pendants. Okay, so it could be an instrument. Okay, let me write this down as well. Enhancers, masks, weapons, scepters, head ornaments, objects of power, flame holders, horns, infused stones. Instruments, woven fabrics, figurines, most jewelry. Not head ornaments, forks, or hold pendants. Okay. Now for these, there's a subset here. Of emissive, no matter if there's a function. Okay, so emissive regardless of function. Rosite, soapstone, blood opal, birch. I wrote down bitch, my fault. No manual function. Which I believe means... Unlike objects with only passive effects, these artifacts are manually activated and should be sorted here, even if they have a passive quality, like being transmissive. Most artifacts with a manual use are already emissive by default. Oh god, okay. Manual function objects will be sorted as enhancers. Okay, so all of this is manual function, right? So these all have no manual function, would be bronze only, iron only, cedar, mahogany, and clay. Material specific to manual function artifacts. Specifically manual. Fur. Opal. Azurite. Porphyry. Materials that indicate an object has no unnatural properties. Which means it's not even emissive. Sandstone, shale, nickel, lead, steel. So things can still be emissive if they have no manual function. But the manual function objects can be subcategorized into enhancers, objects of power, and instruments. Okay. Got it. Thank you. So, this being silver, tin, and gemstones. It's just not even on here. Which means it is probably just completely and utterly nothing. It is probably inert, is my assumption. Now, I need to remember the definition of inert. Not this, not this. Types of properties. Yes, inert. Okay. So, let's write that down really fast. Inert. Normal AF. Emissive. Passive energy. Else normal. Transmissive. Leaves traces of energy in its wake. Psychoeffective. pretty obvious on this one. Not gonna lie. Sensitive. The object has the qualities of an inert entity, but is at risk of undergoing significant change. Okay. Sensitive. Appears the qualities of an inert entity. Has the qualities of an inert object. Entity. We're gonna write down entity. Entity. But can change. If its physical conditions change or are affected. Yeah, well, that's the same word. Unstable. Uncontrollable energy. Hopefully obvious. Now, there's only 5 types. So when we look at this... So, okay, here's the thing. The first 3 things... 5... No, the first... Okay, so there are so many categories here. Holy moly. Okay, so... And we know that each one of these is very important. We're going to assume 221, 011, and 96. Green, we know... Okay, if we go back, we know that objects of powers are flame holders. We know that that is an object of power. An object of power falls under an enhancer. We know that green is enhancer. We know that this one is almost definitely inert. We know that the... I believe it was a dark red for the other thing. So we know that this... Well, this can't be an enhancer too, then, can it? The light blue... weapon blade plus marble. There's only one... it must be okay, so green is sensitive. I'm realizing. Green must be sensitive. I mean, maybe it's unstable, actually. Okay. Let's go look around. I think I could get this, like, easily here, but I can't remember what the purple ones looked like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there isn't 8, which means that... The light blue. There's another light blue somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's an enhancer. Which would make this transmissive. Oh no, because this one should not be handled or studied without care, so this one must just be emissive. We could assume that this is transmissive, and then this is instrument. Now, that's wrong, and I don't know why. So, let's go take a look-see around. I had to go to the basement anyway. We know that yellow is, like, basically just nothing. It just doesn't matter. You are silver, emerald, you're a talisman, and you are dark blue. I'm pretty sure that you have to be psychoactive. If you're not psychoactive, then you would be an instrument. But you're a hold pendant, so you're not, I guess. Infused stones. Would this not count as an infused stone? We will come back. Bunch of nothing in here. Okay. We will check the other side. Purple. Household objects. Copper, iron, white clay. Purple is... Copper, iron, white clay. What do we know about copper? We know that clay has no manual function. So I'm thinking that purple is inert, perhaps. Inert, or what else could it be? Copper, iron, white clay. I mean, there's just... Copper only, bronze only, clay. I don't see... Well, bronze only, iron only, cedar, mahogany, clay. So, copper only... Or copper is not on there, but I believe it is an indication that there's no manual function whatsoever on this. So I'm going to say that that is inert, which means that I was wrong on the other one, I think. There are more yellows to look at downstairs, though. Let's look at the light blue right here. Jewelry, gold, bronze, gemstones. Light blue has been seen in occult stuff before. Gold, bronze, gemstones. This is probably instruments. Okay, I'm gonna write down instruments for this. Yeah. Instruments. This one is yellow. This is enameled copper, dress trinkets, silvered tin, gemstones. Copper is still not on here. Silvered tin. Is tin on here? I don't think I wrote down tin anywhere. Gemstones. I think that this is also just inert. I don't know. It seems very inert to me. Silver and gold. Ceramic vase. Ash grain. Limestone. Stone carving limestone. It's orange. It is a tablet. Engraved surface, perhaps. It's made of limestone. I don't see anything on here about limestone, so it's very tricky, of course. But we have to know something about orange. Yeah. Perhaps it is just emissive. I could see that. This seems inert. This seems inert as hell, I'll be honest. It really does seem inert. I must be wrong on the purple. Hopefully there's another purple somewhere. Check out the West Hall. Burial urns. I feel like they wouldn't have so many unstable. Iron. Iron only. Iron only. Iron only has no manual function. Which only means that it is not an enhancer or another thing. It is not. So dark red is no manual function. It has to be an instrument or an enhancer. No, it can't be either of those. Okay. Iron only. Orange. Petrified wood, brass. These are effigies. Effigies would be petrified wood and brass. I didn't write down either of those words. So effigies. Totems, perhaps, of you could be that these are enhancers. If these are effigies, aka totems, and they have you in them, or basalt, this could be an enhancer. So orange, enhancer, question mark. Orange. Tool fragments, copper, tin. Copper and tin, tool fragments. What do I know about enhancers? Masks, weapons, scepters, head ornaments. Oh, geez. Light blue guy. Holy Rite mask, wood. The mask with wood. There's no ivory in here, as far as I can tell, unless you want to count those pieces up there, but I think that might just be little cutouts of the wood. I mean, the light, what is it made of? It's just made of wood, we don't know. Green, carved tablet. Inner plus wood. Tablet. I mean, this has to be an enhancer, though. We know it's at least an enhancer. We know. Okay, wait. We know that light blue is an enhancer, then, right? Enhancers are just masks, scepters, weapons. Okay, so light blue is enhancer, which makes me believe that orange must be. It could still be enhancer, maybe. I don't know. We'll come back. Granite carved stone lantern. The carved stone lantern we know is an object of power. It is a flame holder. It is... But maybe it's different. Carved stone lantern plus polished wood. We know it's not manual. Actually, that's not... Sorry, that's wrong. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... It's a flame holder. That's all I know, is it's a flame holder. Granite is not listed on here. Flame holder, horns, infused stones. I mean, I just think that it has to be an object of power. Green has to be an object of power, which makes it an enhancer. I mean, maybe there's just multiple correct answers. That could be the case. Light blue is the knife. Iron, bronze, slate. Ceremonial dagger. Ceremonial dagger, that's a very easy one to look at. Ceremonial object plus brass is not manual. That means... That means... It's not manual? Manual function objects will be sorted as enhancers and instruments. If... So it must be transmissive then. It's just not manual. Should be sorted here even if they have a passive quality like being transmissive. Most artifacts with a manual use are already emissive by default. Okay. So this must be transmissive, which I guess means red clay. Red clay? Clay in general has no manual function. So we know already that it is... It's just a bowl. It's just a ceramic bowl. What do we know about that? Okay. Now this one has two things about it. It can't... Oh. Hang on. There's another one that's also two, isn't there? I think there is. Now, if this is two things, then it is transmissive, and it's also something else. So we know that orange might be enhancer, and we know that dark red is not an instrument or enhancer. Well, that doesn't help me very much, does it? Well, actually, we just know that it's not always marketed as that. So, what do we know about not instrument or enhancer, aka dark red? We know that we know that orange and red are two properties that can be combined at the same time, aka they cannot be inert and transmissive, they cannot be inert and an object of power or whatever. They have to be, one has to be one and one has to be the other, which means that this is seeming correct by the minute, but it also means that the red can't be inert. It can't be, so we already know that it can't be, okay. So it must be emissive, is my thinking. So if that is everything, then I should be able to, to some extent, guess the rest of this. And hopefully we are just correct. So what do I have down here? Well, I have that as inert. I have orange as, which I guess is this one, as an enhancer. I have light blue as transmissive. I have green as object of power, which would make it... an enhancer. Which means that the orange... Purple is inert. They can't both be inert, man. I'm pretty sure blue is psychoeffective, unless it's an instrument. Having no idea what's happening. Red is brown. We know that that must be emissive. I don't know if it's going to give it to me one by one or not. Something must be sensitive. I think you are I think green is sensitive because it only exists in that function. I mean, maybe it's sensitive because it only changes. What would be enhancers? Enhancers are... I mean, we're assuming that the... We're assuming that this is BA 150. Wait. Sorry. 760 BAA 150. Didn't I just see that? Oh, it's the wrong one. I mean, it is 011, which needs to be separated from everything else. So, okay, that's the other part of this that we have to consider, which is that 221, yes, C011, and 96 should not be handled or studied without prior clearance, because you are very important indeed. That does make sense. I mean, that seems correct to me. But I guess you're an enhancer. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write down that you're an enhancer. I think purple is emissive. I think brown is transmissive. I think light blue is... I should have this, and I need to just write down what everything is. I know that yellow is inert. We know that for sure. The ones that we're questioning are purple. Is this good? I'm having a great time. Yes. I'm not sure if it's everybody's cup of tea, but it certainly is mine. Household objects: copper, iron, white clay. Purple. Copper, iron, white clay. I mean, do I see an animal motif there? No. It has no manual function. We know that it has no manual function. So purple is no manual function. Is that all we have to go off of? I guess so. I should look around a little bit more. What are the other ones that I'm confused about? Red? Red is also confusing me. Red has some properties, though. We know that. We know that it does. The jewelry here has a connection to the occult. It is gold, bronze, and gemstones. It's jewelry. It's gold, bronze, and jewelry. Most jewelry are instruments. Gold, bronze, gemstones. Amulet plus onyx. An instrument. Roche plus white gold. Amulet plus silver and amber, gold and brilliantine, silver and bronze. So, what do we know about this right now? We know it's almost undoubtedly an instrument. Light blue is almost undoubtedly an instrument. Okay. Purple, more purple, thank God. Horse bridle decorations, copper, iron. Animal motif. Lesser object of power. Is a horse bridle an animal motif, you think? Well, it's not copper only. Or iron only, I mean. It's copper and iron. I mean, maybe it is a lesser object of power. So purple. But how is purple also no manual function, copper, iron, white, clay? Red clay. Clay has no manual function. So orange is no manual function because of the red clay. Which means that it has to be transmissive or emissive if it's any of them. It could also be maybe sensitive. Ceremonial amulets. Copper, silver, alabaster. Amulet plus silver and amber. Not it. Okay. So I think those are still inert. Now this is dark red, which means that dark red is the instrument or enhancer. So I think describe tablet red marble. Marble plus engraved surface has no unnatural effects. Well, shit. Okay. So we know that that's actually inert, perhaps. Which would mean that orange is also no manual function, which means that yellow isn't inert, it's something else. Ceremonial amulets. Well, ceremonial amulets definitely are instruments, if anything. But, I mean, there's something. They have a function, they can't be inert. I mean, maybe they are just emissive. Well, I don't know. I should have all the information I need, but... Ceremonial amulets. I'm just gonna write down... Okay. A lot of contradictions so far. Keep the lights on. This is orange. Orange is copper and tin as well. So definitely just nothing there, I think. Light blue is an instrument, I think. How does that apply to the mask? Enhancer. So if there's two types here, I mean, reality altering makes me think that I've got this wrong. Maybe the blue isn't psychoactive. Green is whatever. We know that green is an object of power. It's a lantern. Like, we know that. Brown. Or orange, I mean. This is orange. I think orange is just nothing. I think orange is inert. This is brown. Blades, iron. Now, blade, iron only, no manual function. Weapon, blade. Bronze and any stone is an enhancer. Oh, so red has... I mean, yeah, so we know that already. We know it has no unnatural effects. So red marble, iron only blades. We already knew that. Okay. Yellow, ash grain. All right, that's nothing for me to really go off of. I should probably look for the basement if I... Yeah, stone carving doesn't do anything. Rings and clasps. So most jewelry can be an instrument, except for head ornaments, torques, and hold pendants. So I think we're going to assume, actually, brass and gold, believe is, yeah, ceremonial object plus brass equals not manual. So yes, so the yellow one is definitely I believe yellow is going to be instruments. Which seems strange, but okay. Right. Okay. And then we know that this guy is two things at the same time. We know that orange has no manual function. We know that red has no manual function. So we know that something is something and something else is something else. Metal fragments, silver and gold. Yes, so the light blue... Okay. I think... If I don't get it right here, we'll probably pause for now, I'll be honest. Red has no unnatural effects. So, actually, but my red... Oh, geez. This is orange, which is no manual effect. So it can't... It's gotta be one of these two, basically. And this one also is unknown. Okay, so what do we know? Light blue is an enhancer. This is an instrument. Green, enhancer, so confusing. Probably sensitive, I would imagine. Purple is no manual function or lesser object of power. If the manual functions are those, then it might just be emissive, or I mean, the other one. I think this is inert. I think that this one is transmissive, emissive. What if this one's just unstable? Or what if it's an instrument? This is enhancer, transmissive. I mean, I would imagine this is unstable if it's already doing stuff that's close by, right? We already know this doesn't transmit anything though, right? We already know that orange doesn't do anything. Oh, it has no manual function, is what we know, right? Orange has no manual function. So it could still be transmissive, which is why it's in this list. Green is an enhancer. We don't know about purple. Light blue... I mean, I feel like they're just both enhancers, right? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe, I mean, maybe they're not all... Maybe it's not all different. Purple was what? Purple was no manual function or lesser object of power if we call a horse bridle an animal motif. So if it's a lesser object of power, then that is an enhancer. Green would be an enhancer as well. There's only one green, there's only like 2 purples, I think. But the problem is that the first purple is copper, iron, and white clay. And copper, iron, like clay has no manual function. is what we know. We know that clay, regardless of color, has no function. So if we know that, then purple can't be an enhancer. It has to be transmissive or emissive, or it's inert. Now, that would make sense because the orange is red clay / copper tin. So it's probably emissive. You're transmissive. You are definitely nothing. We know that. You're just inert. But also there was that limestone tablet that also had we know that that one's psychoeffective. These both can't be enhancers then, which would mean that this is 451 isn't even listed on here. That's what's crazy to me. It must be just emissive. Fuck. I don't know, man. I'm losing my mind. Oh. This is open now? Oh. Oops. Okay, I'll screenshot this. I think I have to be done for now. I was spending way too much time here, but I gotta solve this. Like, I gotta solve all this shit. But I think for now I have to be done. This is a good time though. 1 out of 6. The case of the. I'm having a really good time with this game. I am just the exhaustion is hitting me very quickly, and I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately, and then my voice is also going right now. So, but I think for now, I think I'm going to call it. Thanks for hanging. This is really cool. I look forward to doing all of it. Yeah, I look forward to doing all of it. It seems like a really I'm very enthralled at the moment. Oops, I'm very enthralled. So I look forward to it a lot, but for now I gotta be done. I'll come back. Maybe I'll just solve it first try tomorrow or whenever. But for now, thanks for hanging. Have a good night. I will see you all soon. Peace. Take it easy.